Hello and welcome to the vlog, day 102. Today was a regular day, got an 8 mile run with the group. The run went well. The slowest one was 8:41. I was kind of chatting with one of the guys there, and we were talking about the Suns game, and he had a triathlon race this last weekend. So it was just nice to catch up with him the first mile and to see how he's doing and feeling. He's still rocking and rolling. Gary just can't stop. So, power to you, Gary. Hope I could be like you one day. You're just cranking out miles and laps and getting on the road and hitting the miles with the bike. You're just doing awesome, buddy. Doing awesome. And he's always in a good spirit about it. He just loves to do it. That's great. Then, I guess we'll do over the mile split. So 8:41 was the first one. We chatted, and then after that we hit the little light and split up a little bit. And I just tried to go off feel. It was 7:05, 7:11, 7:06 for the fourth, 7:04, 7:06. The seventh mile was 7 even, and the eighth mile was 6:59. And that all felt really good. And I didn't have any stomach problems. It was still probably 98, 99 degrees outside. But it felt fine. There was even a light breeze at points, and in the shade, it just felt fantastic. I felt well hydrated. I was a little worried about eating. I don't know, the last week I try to not eat after lunch, about 12, around noon, 12:30. And 2:30, 3 o'clock hits and I want a snack, I want to eat. Sometimes I give in, sometimes like, you're fine, you're gonna go run, just wait. And some days I need some chips, or normally it's been jerky or the mixed nuts I have at work, but sometimes it's a little snack here and there. I had some cookies last week, and those were gone, of course. I didn't have any chocolate almonds. I meant to get them at Costco, and they weren't there. It's not the place I remember finding them, so maybe this weekend I'll go back and look for them. It's a tasty little treat. I do love those chocolate almonds. And then we came back, and one of the other, I don't say new runners, but people are slowly coming back into the group. But one of the new people that's coming back in the group, what was her name? I think someone said Kathy. I think it's the number, but the name I remember. But they had a big old, good sized ice chest, and I said, "Hey, does anyone want a ice? Not icicle? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Popsicle, I guess." I said they got them online, and they were Powerade flavors. It's like, what? That was really good. They were giant. They were, I don't know, bigger than the regular ones you get. I think the regular ones are like 10 to 12 inches, and the other popsicle was double that. So it was crazy. So they brought scissors and we just cut it in half and split it. It did taste just like Powerade. It was crazy. And then we were chatting a bit. One of the guys there, I think his name was Roger, he was telling about how he's doing a little bit of research on a private plane that he saw, and there's little serial numbers you can see on the plane and track where it goes. I think he was saying, he's like, I just looked at it and thought it'd be, I got some time in my day, let me see where it's going. And he said they flew out from part of Phoenix, went to kind of North Phoenix, Scottsdale, got gas. I'm guessing that's why they left there. And then they went to somewhere in Portland. They came back and he was just talking about some of the instruments and how some of the old jets you needed two people because there were so many numbers and instruments that you had to keep track of. And now the new ones, he he said it's almost as if you're playing a video game, or if you're watching a GPS on your phone, but it's in the window, so you can kind of see it and navigate with it. So that was kind of cool. But he was really nice, and had a nice little talk with him. So thanks for the talk, Roger. Appreciate it. And then came back, had some tacos. That was good. Gamora got a little bit of the tortilla, a little chicken. She enjoyed it. She does a little trick now where she gets on the couch and I tell her to wait, lay down. And she comes over and kind of slides in, which is really cool. And she stops like right in front of my feet. And you can see her kind of panicking, like, no, stop. And then she gets her little treat. And then there's something randomly I was listening to at work. A short little clip of a podcast came up, and this guy was talking to the interviewer. And I don't know where along this picked up, but this was just a clip. But he asked the guy, he's like, "Are your parents still alive?" And he says, "Yes." And that's great. Hopefully they're doing well. And he asked him, "How many times a year do you see him?" He's like, "Oh, a couple times a year." He's like, "Okay, let's say your parents live, they're 75 now. Let's say they live to be 80. So you have," he goes like, "Yeah, so I have hypothetically 5 years to spend with them." He's like, "Or you could think of it this way. If you only see them twice a year, and you only have 5 more years with them, then you only have 10 more visits." Kind of put it, how does that make you feel? Does it not make you want to just get in your car and go see him right now, or fly out to him, or try to see him every other month? He goes into it a little bit more. It just says you have to change that mindset. Like, what if that was real? How would you feel if you only had 10 visits left? And you'd probably want to make the most out of them and find a way to make more than 10 visits happen. Just something randomly to think about, maybe, with the people we have in our lives and how important they are. And I know right now I have my grandma, and she's in assisted living, and before the whole quarantine, I tried to go see her at least every other week, and we'd just go out to lunch and talk, chat, and get some food, take her back, watch a little TV with her, hang out, and just see how she's doing. I know that she's loved and she's appreciated, because, oh my gosh, I could get into another story, 20 minutes long, 40 minutes long, an hour, how she took care of us over summer, spring breaks, Christmas, and she always got us food and just tried to spoil us and show us that she loved us, and she always made sure that we were never hungry, which is something I don't take for granted. Something I carry on now, especially with friends and family. If they're like, "Oh, I haven't eaten," I'm like, "Okay, let's stop what we're doing. Let's get you something to eat. Do you want me to cook something? Let's go to the restaurant. We'll sit down, enjoy the time together." Definitely appreciate it a lot more now. Hopefully, you can carry that on and help other people appreciate that. Maybe that's a gift from her to me. Anyways, just something to think about. There's probably someone we all have in our lives that's like that maybe we don't know how much time we have with them, and instead of thinking about the years we have with them, we just said, what if it's only 3 or 4 or 5 more visits? That kind of change your mindset, almost scare you, and say, let me make a phone call, let me go see them, let me clear up my schedule, let me have a free weekend, let me make it a point to spend more time with them, let them know that they're not forgotten and they are are appreciated and loved still, no matter where they are. Anyways, just a thought. I kept hearing the clip over and over and over, and I let it repeat, and it just struck something with me. Really different mindset, and hopefully try to use that going forward. But it's just a small little story for you. Hopefully you remember that and carry it on someday and do some good with it. Alright. Run your life with health and happiness. Have a good night.